I was expecting my next guest 20 minutes ago. Did I misread the schedule?
Incoming!
Taste the rainbow!
Oh!
Oh my! Are you alright, Miss Lightning Bliss?
I'm so sorry. Am I late? I'm never late. I'm so sorry, Mr. Wolf.
That's quite alright, Miss Bliss. I guess I'm just not used to my patients arriving by rainbow.
Oh, right. It's a new trick I've been working on to help me better travel throughout the Rift and its members' channels. It still needs a lot of work, not to mention some manners. It appears that my talent for arriving on time, though, has been broken somewhat.
No worries. So, Lightning, tell me what's on your mind.
1 second. Ah, better. Well, I suppose the reason why I finally got my nerve to see you is, well, a bit odd to explain. I'm not even sure if it makes any sense.
Take your time, Miss Bliss. Why don't you start from the beginning?
Well, it started off when I first became, well, a brony reviewer, if I should call myself that. My abilities of reviewing are still in development, it feels. But I'm off topic. Originally, when I first started my show, I was a shy alicorn, typically hiding under a brown cloak to hide the fact I have large ears, and, well, a rainbow mane. It certainly didn't hide my lioness tail or alicorn features in the long run, so finally I decided to, well, screw hiding and let out my true Blissy self. Not only was this recognized, but surprisingly embraced within the Rift Cafe. So I would follow up with my own quips of loving the rainbows, and, well, it got to a point where I made my own indie phrase. Keep an eye out for the rainbows. They will make you smile. But now that I've become more noticed within the brony groups, I realize now I'm coming up with, well, more ways to make myself stand out amongst the crowds. I'm now using rainbow traveling magic, as so seen earlier. I annoyingly scratch my ears when I feel nervous on a topic or angered, and now even the Rift members themselves kind of develop their own quip for me. Have you seen my tail lately? They are calling it a paintbrush. And so, just to humor them and myself, I kinda now do this too. So, despite all the feedback, and well, my joy in all these new quirks or quips I'm developing, I'm wondering if I'm going too far.
Interesting. I must admit that you seem to have added quite a bit more to make your character stand out than most other OCs I've come across. It's actually refreshing to see a lot more creativity and abilities meant for lighthearted fun. Though I am a bit puzzled. In what ways are you worried that these might be going too far?
Well, look at me. I'm already an alicorn with features that are considered off to a regular pony design, or even an alicorn design for that matter. A long tail, large ears, golden hooves, it's a lot of embellishment. By myself, my OC does the eye-catching entertainment enough, I would guess. There are several viewers who tell me constantly how cute she is, and it's flattering. But I didn't want my abilities as an animator to just end with my OC's design. I felt I had to show what she could do as what alicorns are typically expected, to do some form of crazy magic. But like I noticed with other Rift members, they don't have so many quips or axe stunts like I do. For instance, you, Dr. Wolf, you simply do, it's good to be helping. And that's it. Or Canned Cream, he simply uses the video of Twilight who says, stay pony, my friends. The fear I have is that I may be doing too much, despite I love doing what I do. But I'm afraid others will see it as me trying to gain attention, which is not the case at all. I simply want to show what I can do as a reviewer in my art, animation, and editing abilities.
I suppose I can understand your feelings here, Lightning. I may not really relate all that well, because, as you've said, there is very little that makes my character stand out other than the fact that I am a wolf living amongst ponies. But you've also stated that you're doing all of these things because you enjoy it, and because others are enjoying it. To be honest, I'd have been more worried if you were still keeping your OC under that cloak, hiding yourself away because you were concerned how others might perceive your character. The fact that you have allowed your creativity to flourish despite a worry of taking things too far is definitely more preferable than hiding your talents behind a safety net and always wondering about what might have been. Yes, you are taking a risk of crossing that line, making your character stand out so much that others are becoming uncomfortable. But in my opinion, it's okay to express yourself in this way. And I get the sense that if you really were stepping over that line you're afraid of crossing, you would start backing off. Though I would recommend that you take care not to backtrack so far that you begin hiding your talents away again. After all, if you're accomplishing something that raises your self-confidence, improves upon your talents, while also entertaining those around you, then I'd say you're already on the right track. Does that make sense, Miss Bliss?
Actually, all that does make perfect sense to me, Doctor. It's also what I've been attempting to tell myself. But before I go on, if I may say so, your character stands out quite a lot if you haven't noticed. You are a small, gray wolf, in a community that has members who tend to express themselves through the pony characters, yet you choose to be a wolf. If that wasn't an interesting and big way of standing out, then I don't know what is. I mean, sure, there are some that will be griffins, but they are expressed in the My Little Pony show. And there are even dragons or diamond dogs, but wolves? The only wolf I've seen in the show was a timber wolf! But anyways, when it comes to me and expressing myself more, I suppose it was due to my professional side as an animator, telling me to take more action with what I can do. In the field of art and animation, if I don't start trying new things, it will eventually lead to lack of interest. For an animator striving to get noticed for a job, this is serious. So in a way, I'm trying to use my show as an outlet for showing other animators what I can do. However, I don't even know where that line is of going too far for me when it comes to being a reviewer. I suppose a lot of that is based by the viewer's opinion, but I know back in my mind that no pony or wolf here is the same. In a way, this is becoming a problem for me too, trying to predict what every pony, wolf, griffin likes and what I do, and then continue to grow from that feedback. The fear being a constant factor. What I hate more than anything is disappointment from those who enjoy what I do. It actually makes my head pound thinking about it. There are so many factors. I either restrain my creative spirit for the hopes my show will succeed, or I take risks and be free and hope for the better.
Well, perhaps there will be consequences no matter what you choose. But given that you seem to enjoy expressing your creativity as a natural evolution to your character, I would say that you should keep on trying to push your boundaries. After all, if we aren't challenging ourselves on a regular basis as well as stepping outside of our own comfort zones, we'll never really know what we are truly capable of. Is that something you can remember the next time you begin worrying about pushing your limits?
I could try to do that. After all, one of my goals of being a good reviewer, other than expanding my abilities, is to also build my confidence and not worry so much what others think. I'll give it my best for sure, Doc. Though I do have one question.
And what might that be?
Do rainbows make you smile?
That would depend on whether it would damage the office even further.
I guess you're right. Maybe with a little more practice I'll try again for you. Guess I'll take the back way to see myself out. Thanks again for your advice and help, Doctor.
Take care, Miss Lightning Bliss, and best of luck to you. It's good to be helping.